If you're a creative agency and you're actively hiring video editors, or you're struggling to hire video editors, or you're looking to hire your first video editor and you're looking to make sure that you do it the correct way, this video is going to be for you. We have hired multiple video editors. We've done it the wrong way and have caused a lot of frustrations internally, project delays, bad products for our clients. And we've done it the right way and found dialed in video editors who have made our agency perform extremely well and made our agency's life significantly easier. I'm just gonna walk you through a step-by-step process that you can follow for your agency so that you don't deal with client frustrations, late projects, and all of that stuff. So the first thing that we want to do is make sure that we have a clear expectations and a job description. Oftentimes people are like, oh, I just need to find somebody that I can, edit my videos every now and then. And, I'm not really clear on how many video edits they're going to do or any of that sort of stuff. And I just need to find somebody and I'll, message them or go back and forth on email. That is completely the wrong way to do it. And that's how you're going to set somebody up to fail. Any frustration that you're going to feel is simply an unmet expectation that you've failed to set for somebody. When we talk about clear expectations in job description, here is exactly what we want to have laid out in our job description. We will need our roles. So what is the role? A typical role is going to be like a video editor. And we need the responsibilities. We need editing videos, etc., etc. And then the most important part is simply SMART expectations. Basically what SMART stands for is specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. You can't just hire someone and be like, oh yeah, I want you to just edit videos here and there for me. And yeah, just send them back whenever. It's like, no, that's how you set people up for failure. When we talk about SMART expectations, for example, for video editing, we need to say, okay, we need 4 videos edited every single day. We want them back by this time. This is how many video edits that you're going to do every single week. This is how you're going to send the videos to me, etc., etc. We need to be super crystal clear on exactly what we're wanting to get from somebody so that you can make sure that your expectations are aligned with the video editors. And the last thing that I'm going to hit on about, clear expectations and job description is we don't want to just hire somebody just to be a task doer. We want somebody that's going to be a part of our team. And your agency may not be huge right now, but if you are actually looking to grow and scale, you're looking to build a team, you want to think about anybody who you're going to bring on the team. Okay, how can I build this person up to become a leader in our company? And for example, video editing, we hired a video editor. He started just as a simple video editor, and now he is a senior video editor. He helps train the video editors and all that stuff. And if I just treated him as a task doer and somebody to just do tasks for me all the time and be on the hamster wheel and do what I tell him to do, he would never get to that point. So it's by building them up. It's by setting good expectations. It's by them having something really clear to follow that we can build these people up and make sure that they are in fact set up for a win. So your first step here is to create a job description and have extremely clear expectations before you do it. So for example, video editing, you can see here responsibilities, visual effects, storytelling, etc. SMART expectations, minimum of 4 reels per day, respond to revisions within 24 hours, complete revisions within 24 hours of receiving them, project management, making sure everything is kept up to date, and much, much more. These are the expectations that you just need to lay out before you actually go and hire them. Next thing that we're going to do is we want to create what's called an intake form. So an intake form is essentially a form that we're going to build through Google Forms that we're going to drive traffic to filter out candidates essentially. So basically the form, we can call it, a video editing questionnaire. And the video editing questionnaire is going to be where we're going to be driving all the video editors to fill out the form. Because as we start to get momentum, as we start to get traffic to our job posting, I guess if you would, we want to drive them to a questionnaire that can then sort of DQ or pre-qualify the right people that you're in fact looking for your agency. So for example, what we do is we'll literally create a Google form. This is screenshots of our exact one with their name, email, phone number, what kind of experience that they have, a link to their portfolio, link to a video edit that they're most proud of, a few examples of videos that we've done and make sure that they're competent in doing it. What are their ambitions as an editor? Are they looking to create their own thing? Are they looking to work under somebody? Are they fluent in English if you are hiring somebody in the Philippines or somewhere else? How much capacity do you guys have as it pertains to video editing? Are you an agency? Because a lot of agencies will find these jobs. And then what is your pay rate in USD? So this literally just kind of eliminates the fact that you need to jump on a first interview, and we'll put in really clear DQs so that you literally just need to look at the Google form and you don't need to look through a bunch of applicants and have to click through a bunch of applicants. You're literally just looking through the Google sheet that this is connected to. So this is highly, highly, highly important. So after the intake form is complete, then what we want to do is we want to post the job. So as far as like posting the job goes, where we want to post it is literally everywhere. So this means, social media, Indeed. This means Upwork. This means onlinejobs.ph, etc., etc. Anywhere that you can think of, that's where you want to be posting the job. Like, for example, like we've gotten a lot of people from like upwork.com. If I search for like video editing and I search for talent, we can see that there's going to be pages and pages of video editors that we can search from. So all we really need to do is post a job on Upwork and people will apply based off your job description expectations that are laid out and see if it's a fit for them. You can message directly from here. You can see how much they cost per hour, et cetera, et cetera. Another good platform is onlinejobs.ph. This costs about $69 per month, but you will get a ton of candidates. And if you're looking to fill your pipeline, then that's going to be a great tool for you. For example, let's just do video editing. There's so many people that can do video editing starting at $3 an hour, $10 an hour, $5 an hour, and much, much more. So there's a lot of different platforms that you can be posting your job. And the idea, what we want to make sure that we're doing is we want to only and always drive traffic to the questionnaire. That's exactly what we are doing. We want to fill our pipeline up with people that could be video editors. Because let's just say you post a job, you get 200 applicants, and the people that are actually reading the application page are not just like auto applying like a lot of people will do as you start to hire people. This will filter out people who are going to read the instructions. And then if they fill it out, then you will DQ a lot of people and skip the step of like going back and forth. And you'll only talk to people who are in fact actually interested in the job. So we're going to drive all of our traffic to the page here from all platforms. We're driving it to the questionnaire. Okay, that is the goal. We want to fill up as many people as we can in the video editing questionnaire. We want as many candidates to that because that will give you the best of the bunch, essentially. So now that we've posted the job, what we need to do is we need to simply filter the candidates and set up interviews. Basically, like all you're doing is going through the Google form responses, and you're filtering through based off of exactly what you're looking for. Like if you find somebody that is interested, maybe you pick the top 10, reach out to the top 10 people that have filled out the form, and that is your middle, bottom of the funnel from a candidate perspective. Because how we want to look at this is it's kind of like sales. Like you drive people to a funnel and you filter them down into an actual client. Same thing with talent. Filter them through top of the funnel, which is like the posting, and then you get them to the middle, bottom of the funnel, which is filling out the form. Now it's time to see who can actually convert into being an A player for your agency. So filter the candidates. Let's just go with pick 10 that you feel like are going to be ideal for you. Then what we want to do, we want to set up a first interview. So the first interview is just simply going to be a culture interview. So these are going to be just simple questions about what are they doing? What are they interested in? Kind of getting their vibe, like keeping it pretty light. And no need to come super prepared and ask all these hard questions because again, we're just literally asking light questions, getting to know them, kind of seeing what their interests are, seeing if they're a culture fit for the team, and then asking them some questions about the Google form, reviewing portfolio and sharing a little bit about what you do and if they're interested. If they make it past the first interview, maybe you're like, dang, like this person's legit, okay? Or you're on the call and you're like, hey, this person's legit. What we want to do is we want to pitch the concept of doing test work. So test work is essentially you're going to potentially pay for, or you're going to say, okay, you're going to send a raw video plus edited video, and you're going to see what they come up with. So what we want to do is we want to pitch the test work. And then if they're down to do the test work, maybe you pay them for the video, definitely worth the investment. Or if they're willing to do a complimentary first video, that's even better. So what we want to do is we want to send them 3 things. First is a raw video of a video that you have completed in the past. Second is that completed video from the raw video so that they can get a glimpse of the style that was done. I would typically pick a video that was pretty cool and pretty banger and really test and stretch the video editor's skill and editing capabilities. Then the third thing is just drawing some inspiration of, where to draw inspiration from, these pages, et cetera, et cetera. So how this looks is what we'll do is we'll say, okay, please review the raw footage and the inspiration work, make a short form video less than 60 seconds for the client, use this style and inspiration in the final version to make it your own. These typically take 2 to 4 hours to make, setting an expectation that it's not going to be like a 10-hour job. Please add it to this Google folder here. Please deliver by this date. Please note how many hours it took you. We will respond in 24 hours for next steps, things that we're looking for, coloring, flow, attention grabbing, time it takes, cuts, and story. And then we'll send a raw video. Then we'll send the final video, and we'll send some inspiration. And then what they need to do is just send over time it to complete, note, and then the video that they completed. Okay, this is another filtering mechanism that we're creating for the video editors to get the broad amount to a really targeted amount. So let's say they complete the test work, you love it, everything looks great, you're super excited about it. Then what we want to do is we want to not just hire them, be like, okay, perfect, full time, let's do it. We're gonna do what's called a trial period. So a trial period, essentially what we're doing is we're branding this as, 30-day test. And in the 30 days, basically, you're going to set really clear expectations of what you want them to do, what you want them to achieve. So here's the expectations of the job. If you can achieve XYZ, 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 then we will continue working together and we'll continue to grow. You will be full-time at the company, or we'll give you more consistent work, whatever that could look like. So set the expectations that it's going to be a 30-day trial period. That way, if they don't do a good job after 14 days, let's call it, you kind of have that protection that, okay, this is the test isn't really working out, the expectations haven't set, this is just a test. With the 30-day test, what we want to make sure is we have a calendar invite on the calendar 30 days later, and we are making sure that we are actually going to fulfill what we're talking about, which is the 30 days. And after 30 days, you just want to connect with them again. The second to last thing when it comes to hiring editors is we want to make sure that we are investing into them. So many people, when it comes to like training and investing, people are like, oh, this person's like a professional video editor and they can knock it out and they can do a great job. I've been there. We've hired video editors and I'm like, okay, I trust this person. They're going to do a great job. And then they don't end up doing a good job. I get frustrated until I just look in the mirror and realize, okay, what have I trained them on? How much time have I invested in this person so that they can actually do well? So especially when it comes to video editing, we want to make sure that we're investing into them. So what this looks like is we'll have, let's call it a 14-day ramp up, which includes like daily / 2 times a week meetings to review videos, constantly giving inspo, providing consistent feedback. If somebody doesn't know that they're not doing a good job, they cannot improve. So you as a leader need to make sure that you have a ramp up period where you're constantly feeding into them and you're mentoring them, you're discipling them to getting to a really good spot. And if they don't know what you're looking for, what you want them to do, etc., then they're going to be set up for a loss at the end of the day, and that's your fault. So what we want to do is we want to have that 14-day ramp up, really heavy on the training, really heavy on walking through the process, really heavy on the style that you're looking for specific clients that you're serving. And this feedback loop is going to only benefit the editor. Last but not least, like if they're ready to rock, then that's when you hire them. So let's say they get through all of this whole process. This should be the process of hiring a quality editor. And how we want to think about it is it's like a funnel, right? Like we have the job posting, then we drive them to the intake form. Then after they fill out the intake form, we review candidates. And then after we review candidates, we have the first interview. And after we have the first interview, we do the test work. And after the test work, we do a trial period. And if they make it through the trial period, then they're hired. So this is literally the funnel that will help you hire quality editors, avoid any frustration, and make sure that you are setting your editors up for a win. Do not skip any piece of this funnel if you actually want to hire quality editors. We want to make sure that we have a systemized approach to hiring quality editors. This is what has worked well for us. So if you like the video, guys, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and you are an agency owner, be sure to subscribe to the channel. And if you are interested in more intricate details, or you're interested in learning how we can help you one-to-one scale and grow your creative agency, making sure you're not having any hiccups, give you basically this whole funnel, all the details of it, and much, much more, and get my support one-to-one, book a call down below and you can learn more about Agency U. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. We will see you on the next video.